If you're not yet a subscriber, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and also the little bell icon so you can be alerted each and every time we make a new video. Hi everybody, Ira Miller here, the Villages Expert, and we have a great video for you today. What we're going to do is we're going to break down the HOAs in the different communities here in and around the villages, okay? So that's kind of a little bit of a misnomer when I say the HOAs because first of all, the Villages does not have an HOA. Just to be clear, the majority of the Villages does not have an HOA. They're under what's called a CDD or Community Development District. So we're going to talk about this. A little known fact though, some of the villas that are here that are 30 years old or older will have their own HOA. That's how the Villages developer set it up to where anytime a villa neighborhood got over 30 years old, they have their own HOA and they have their own HOA fee and they maintain their own community. That's, like I said, just a little known fact. But for the most part, we're going to talk about the rest of the villages. So, what's going on here in the villages? So the villages has a amenity fee or an amenity fee, a recreational amenity fee. And that's $164 a month. And so that's what it is currently today. Now, it's been kind of going up pretty steadily, a little bit more than normal what I've seen in the past, but we're not even going to talk about that. We're just going to talk about current HOA fees and CDD fees. All right, so like I said, the Villages has an amenity fee for the recreational activities of $164, okay? But it doesn't stop there. So we're not going to just compare the amenity fee to all the HOA fees to the other communities. I want to go ahead and break it down to you exactly what it really does entail. So I've brought up an example on my computer, 1742 Yankee Clipper Run. It's a 2011 home here in the Villages for $339. $339 is about average price for a home now today in the Villages. So let's talk about the bond because the bond has to be factored in as it is a yearly cost, but we're going to break it down monthly because I feel like that's part of the CDD fee. And so let's break it down monthly. So this particular home on Yankee Clipper, if I click on the tax ID here, which you see me doing now, and then I scroll on over to the county treasurer, this is going to pop up this person's tax bill. And so when we go down and we look at the taxes here, we're going to pull up last year's 2020 annual bill. It's going to come up and combined taxes and assessments are $3,985. So part of that is a maintenance fee and a bond assessment. So let's talk about the bond, like I said. This particular home, I don't know what the bond payoff is. I'll look, let me just kind of jump back here real quick, see if it tells me what the bond assessment is. No, this particular agent didn't give us what the bond payoff is. I could find that out at districtgov.org. What I do is I go down here to the legal description and I see unit number 151. So I would just go to the residential bond section at districtgov.org and I'd look it up and see what the payoff is. But for the purposes that we're going to use today, we're looking for monthly fees or costs that it takes to live in any given community. So going back here to the tax assessor, this bond is actually $1,551 a year, and that goes on for 30 years. All right, so this bond at $1,551, I broke it down, and monthly it's $129.25. So we're going to add that to the $164 amenity fee, okay? Next, we have what's called the maintenance fee. Now that is $661.53. That pays for the upkeep of the common areas in your area where your particular home would reside within the villages. So this particular 10-year-old home has a $661.53 maintenance fee. And so we break that down by the month, and that gives us $55.13 a month to pay for this $661.53. These are all part of your community development district assessments, okay? So we add that up, 164 plus 129.25 plus 55.13 equals $348.38. So that is what the amenity fee is, the bond assessment, and the maintenance fee. That's what that is, okay? Now, doesn't stop there, because now I'm comparing the CDD in the villages to the HOA in all these other communities. All these other communities have fitness centers that are included in the HOA fee. So if we factor in the $44 per person, which is $88 for a couple, and I add that, that brings us up to $436.38 a month for what an HOA in these other communities would give you, okay? All right, so that's what we're talking about in the villages, $436.38. That's your monthly CDD assessment fee and amenity fee here in the villages. So let's hop on over to On Top of the World. On Top of the World has a $369 a month HOA fee. All right, so what does that include? Well, there is no bond over there at On Top of the World, but it does take care of the maintenance of the common areas, and it does have a fitness center in there. And so that's kind of included in the HOA. However, it does include one other thing, and that's lawn maintenance, okay? So lawn maintenance, if somebody wanted to, let's go back to the villages. Somebody wanted to have lawn maintenance in the villages. It's normally $50 to $60 a month for somebody to come in and cut your lawn, edge, and blow. That's it. That's all they do. Cut, edge, and blow, and they're out of there. If you want your hedges trimmed or weeds pulled or anything like that, that will cost you extra. So let's add that to the villages. And I'm just going to go with the lower price of $50. So now we're at $486.38, which is what you get for the same thing and On Top of the World at $369. Okay. However, $369 does trim the hedges quarterly. $369 also paints your home every 7 years. $369 will also repair your roof if you happen to get a roof leak over there. So they don't replace your roof, that would be on you, but if you have damage to your roof, they'll come over and they'll fix it because they pretty much take care of the outside. They also have an insurance policy that covers the outside of your home, okay? So when you go to get insurance, you'll pay less for insurance because you're only covering the inside of the home, not the outside. All right. Well, I should say you probably want to have your roof covered as well. All right, so $369 for the maintenance-free areas On Top of the World. Now, On Top of the World also has other areas like Candler Hills that you do your own lawn. You don't get the paint option. So that is $289. So if you move into a part of On Top of the World, so somebody called me the other day and said, I don't really like On Top of the World because I don't like that you don't own the land. It's under a leasehold over there. Well, I'm not going to go into ownership, leasehold, stuff like that, okay? So I've been told different things about the leasehold properties. I was told you do get a deed to the ownership of the property. You're just giving a 99-year lease to On Top of the World to come in and take care of your property. That was what I was told the leasehold is all about. But somebody said, I don't like that, I'm not real keen on that. Well, there are areas in On Top of the World where you don't have all this maintenance-free option. You don't have this leasehold. You have what's called a fee simple. So fee simple does describe ownership of land. And so they do have a $289 HOA fee for those properties where they don't do what I told you, the insurance, the lawn maintenance, and the painting of the home and repairing of the roof. So $289 a month is what you would pay, okay, for where you take care of your own fee simple property. They do have an area also in On Top of the World called Indigo East. Now, Indigo East was kind of built to give people a lot of amenities in Indigo East. Indigo East, however, is kind of like the Villages, where they have gates, but all you have to do is just roll over these sensors and the gates come up. Where here in the Villages, you have to push the red button and the gates come up. So it's not a true gated community. Indigo East is not a true gated community like the Villages isn't a true gated community. However, On Top of the World is a true gated community with guards and they have 3 ways in and 3 ways out. Indigo East. Indigo East has a HOA monthly fee of $174. They have 2 pools over there. They have a fitness center. They have 2 rec centers. They have walking trails. They have dog parks. They have a garden club. They have a lot of neat stuff over at Indigo East. Now, if you wanted to use the amenities of On Top of the World, because you're right there, just outside the gates of On Top of the World in Indigo East, you could pay a little extra fee. I think it might be $50 a month or something like that, where you can go ahead and go on over to On Top of the World and use all the amenities that they have over there. All right, so that takes care of the On Top of the World properties, Candler Hills, Indigo East, and On Top of the World proper. All right, so hopefully we understand the different the different HOA fees in On Top of the World, and now we understand all about the Villages. Let's next go to Webb, Stone Creek, which is right next door to On Top of the World. So Webb, Stone Creek, they have, their properties are $204 a month HOA fee. Lovely amenities. You've probably seen Webb, Stone Creek in some of my my videos. They do have a villa product over there, and that villa product, they do take care of the outside of those villas. So instead of the $254, you'd pay $319 to take care of the outside of the villas, and so there's complete maintenance of that if you decide to go with one of those villa products that they have over at Webb, Stone Creek. Okay, so that was simple. So we'll kind of just shoot on down some of the other ones. One of the other ones I like is Webb, Spruce Creek. Webb, Spruce Creek Golf and Country Club is about, 4 miles from the Villages, and they have a $143 a month HOA fee. All right, awesome community. The newest home they have over there is a 2007. So their homes are a little older over there, and then Webb, Stone Creek picked it up from 2007, and then they have newer homes from there. So that's kind of how the two Del Webb communities work. All right, so we have Stonecrest, which is actually borders the villages, and their HOA fee there at Stonecrest is $110 a month. So HOA fee at $110, that's great. Although I would say personally I like Del Webb Spruce Creek's amenities better. I think they're just a little better amenities over there. Now that is $143 a month, where versus $110 for Stonecrest. So you just have to make up your mind what works for you. But again, that would be my preference. And Del Webb Spruce Creek is only maybe 2-3 miles from Stonecrest. All right, so one more I want to talk about is the Plantation. The Plantation is on the south end of the village's area. Actually, it's pretty close to where the brand new communities are that the village's developer are building. And so if you go out the back way from the village's new area, you can get to the Plantation pretty quickly. And the Plantation is very close to the Turnpike, where you can get right on down to Orlando. You can get to Disney World, Universal, SeaWorld, all the theme parks, all the shopping, Millennium Mall, stuff like that. So if you're big into the Orlando scene, the Plantation might be for you. They do have 3 nice rec centers, and so at, $105 a month, that's an incredible value. Now, the homes there, I think the newest one is like 2005 or something like that. So it is a little older area, but if you're looking for a very mature area, one with mature trees in it, the Plantation is for you. I said that was one more, but I do want to go ahead and touch on Latitude Margaritaville. We don't want to forget that. So I did pull these HOA fees out of the brochure that we have of Latitude Margaritaville that we got, I don't know, probably 6 months ago. But I have it pulled up here online. And so this is something that of notice. So right now, the beach collection showed on the brochures monthly fee or a 50-foot wide lot, $221. Well, the beach collection is showing on here now $256 a month. And then projected monthly fee upon build out is $274, where it shows $268 for the 50-foot wide option. Now, online it doesn't really show a 50-foot option or a 60-foot option. I think the 60-foot is more for the island collection, because the island collection has the 3rd car garage. So you actually need a wider home site, and so that 60-foot wide home site would accommodate the island series, and that's probably the difference when we're talking about 50-foot or 60-foot in the brochure. But again, it's not broke down like that. It's broke down in beach collection or island collection. So I would say the beach collection again are your 50-foot wide lots. I would say your island collection are your 60-foot wide lots. So again, just to touch base, just so we're perfectly clear about this, the monthly fee for the beach collection is showing $221.72 in this older brochure. Now, I'm sure the brochures are updated all the time. So the one that I have is outdated. So we want to make sure that you contact me or go online to these different communities to try to get the most updated price of the HOA fees, okay? And then also, we don't want to forget about the beach club that's out there at Latitude Margaritaville, because here the beach club, if you, well, I believe everybody joins the beach club, and the beach club, well, right here, they were showing monthly fees and then at closeout. So they do have a little bit extra for the beach club opening, and we'll have to look into that about whether that's mandatory. I believe joining the beach club might be mandatory, or at least the HOA fee for the beach club is mandatory. So maybe now that I think about it, I'm looking at this and I'm talking to you at the same time, I'm probably thinking, excuse me, that now that the beach club is open, they are charging that little higher amenity fee, where the cheaper amenity fees was before the beach club is open. But now that the beach club is open, here it says $249.94 for the 50-foot wide lot, or we'll say beach collection. Here it's now $256.42. So it's actually like $6.50 more. It's negligible, I would say, as far as that goes. And now for the island collection, or the 60-foot wide lots, instead of $252.44 a month, it's $258.92. So again, it's like another $6.50 on top of, it's gone up $6.50 in about 6 months, I would say, or so. But anyways, we want to make sure that we stay up to date, we stay current, we understand about Latitude Margaritaville, and now that the beach club is open, this is probably obsolete. What I have, I'll need to go ahead and get a more updated brochure over there. It also shows here, and we can send this to you, so if it's something that you want us to send to you where you don't have to kind of hunt and peck for it, we can go ahead and send that, because it has single family homes up here, it has villas, and then it has the cottages. So it tells you, we just talked about the single family homes, we didn't even talk about the villas, which are $299.49 and $317.17 at closeout or build out. So anyways, World of Knowledge here online, and gives you the most updated information. We want to give you the most updated information, so we will refer you to latitudemargaritaville.com/Daytona-beach. And then if you want to go through it a little bit more, then you'll go -HOA-fees, and that'll bring up this page right here. All right, so just let's recap. So we talked about the villages, came up with something like 468. Let's do it one more time. So 164 plus 129.25 plus 55.13 plus $88 for the fitness centers. It's $436.38, and then if you add $50 on top of that for lawn service, now you're at $486. Okay, so you can compare that to On Top of the World, which we did for you. Candler Hills, we did for you. Indigo East, we did for you. That's the whole On Top of the World complement of communities there. We talked about Del Webb Stone Creek and what that provides. Talked about Ocala Preserve and what their HOA fee is there. And then we went into Del Webb Spruce Creek, we went into Del Webb Spruce Creek, we went into Stonecrest, and then the Plantation, and then Latitude Margaritaville. So we kind of covered a lot. We covered a lot of what HOA fees are, how they work. Hopefully this was very informative to you and helpful as far as what these different communities have to offer. And so I'm looking at my list over here to see if there's anything that I missed. There's a couple other communities that Christian helped me with, but they're kind of negligible. We don't really deal too much in Oak Run or Palm Cay or Pine Run or Quail Meadows. So JB Ranch, I had one person ask me about JB Ranch over there, very close to On Top of the World in Stone Creek. And they're $166 a month amenity fee. They have one small recreation center and community center, I should say, and a pool. There's not many amenities over at JB Ranch. But anyways, it is what it is, you know. I mean, it's whatever works for you. So I don't like to try to steer somebody one way or the other. You know, when we get together, we'll talk about what it is that you're looking for in a community. And then after I just listen for a little while, I can kind of put it together for you and give you an idea what I think is probably the best community for you. I'll just give you a little help and guidance as far as that goes. All right, so that'll be it. We'll wrap up this video. I want to thank you so much for watching. We're always here for you. If you need anything clarified, you can call me. You can call my assistant. My office number is 352-204-9026 or 352-204-9025. And as I've said on my latest videos, you can try calling me or texting me at 352-454-9561. Lately, in this super seller's market, I would call it, I'm very busy. I have to make these videos actually a little bit later in the day to try to stay current and keep you all up to date, but you can try that. And I may not answer my phone right away, but I will eventually get back to you. And if by chance I don't, please call me or text me again, because I am super, super busy, as you can imagine. But I do want to talk to you. I do want to help you. And I just ask that you work with me. And if I don't text or call you back right away, and it gets to be the next day, please do not hesitate to call me or text me again. I'll never complain about you calling or texting too many times. You're just helping me. So you're helping me help you. Please visit our website, homesaroundthevillages.com. You can email me at homesaroundthevillages@gmail.com. We are trying to put together a new video channel called Homes Around the Villages. So what we want to try to do is separate all these communities that are around the villages and give you a brand new YouTube channel that we're trying to put together now, and kind of get it out of the Villages Expert YouTube channel and try to dedicate the Villages Expert mainly for the villages, and then Homes Around the Villages YouTube channel will be for all these other communities. So we're working towards that. We're probably maybe a few weeks away before we launch that new YouTube channel, but kind of stay tuned. And I think that'll be beneficial for people who don't have to hunt and peck and look around for all the information about the villages when I have all this other information about the communities around the villages. So I think since we've gotten to be this big and this informative, I think it kind of warrants the separation of the two. So we're getting ready to do that. All right, so there you go. That's your exclusive on the upcoming brand new Homes Around the Villages YouTube channel. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and make your comments. We love to see your comments. We try to answer what we can. Again, extremely busy in this market. We love it, and we do our best to try to go to work for you. Have a lot of people looking for homes, and we're here for you. So if you need us to go out there and do a video for you for a specific home so you don't miss out on that home, call us. We'll shoot right out there and get you taken care of. Thanks so much for watching this video, and we'll go ahead and we'll see you in our next one.